have a plan for when you're going to the grocery store. These are the things that I'm going to get, and it's going to last me long enough to where I'm not scrambling and having to go get fast food and things like that, on a regular basis, because that's going to lead us to falling off, right? So create a plan, go to the grocery store, and that doesn't have to be some super complex plan either. Just say, hey, I'm going to eat these things over the next week, and this is what I'm going to get at the grocery store, right? It's very simple. Have your meal prep options. What am I going to have? Am I going to have chicken? Am I going to have beef? Am I going to have fish? Like, pick your protein source, Then what are my carbohydrate sources? Am I going to have? I like rice. I like potatoes. I like sweet potatoes. Potatoes and rice often get this bad rap because they're carbs. Everybody's scared of carbs. But guys, these are single ingredient food items, right? So keep it simple. Single ingredient food items, even in your carbohydrates, right? And then, avocado, eggs, right? Pick these things and then start to construct your meals over the week. And if for whatever reason you do have to eat out at some point, just because you have to doesn't mean you have to get the worst thing on the menu. I know it's tempting. I get it. But keep it simple. Have your options of if you need to eat out. Like, I know that if I need to eat out and it's around breakfast time, I know that I can stop by Chick-fil-A. They have this little egg white grill. I can get 2 of them and I'm in a good spot. They're like 280 calories each, I think, over 20 grams of protein. So those are good options that I know that I can get. If it's around lunchtime, I know I can go to Salada and just get a salad, or I can even go to any of these like Chipotle, Freebirds, Burritos types of places. I can go there and I can get something that's lean with a lot of protein and low calories, right? I can even tell the person as they're making it, like, hey, less of that, more of that, right? So I know those are good options. I can eat only half of it, save the other half for later, right? These things are possible. Just because you're eating out, doesn't mean that you have to get, the burger and fries or something fried. I know it's tempting, and when you're there, it can be hard, but just stay on track. Try to get as, simple of an order as possible, and you can keep moving in the right direction. And just remember too, that when you're eating better, you're going to feel better. And that should be a major motivation. You only get out of your body what you put in it. So stay mindful of the things that you're eating when you eat them. And speaking of mindfulness, this is something that sounds kind of, I call it the hippie stuff, but I will admit that when I first lost weight, and even today, this stuff is still important to me, but I haven't done this in a long time, but something I used to do when I was in like my weight loss phase, I would, before I ate, take 30 seconds. And 30 seconds doesn't seem like long, but when you're hungry and there's food in front of you, and I'm telling you to wait 30 seconds and just process in your mind, what am I eating? Why am I eating it? And what is it doing for my body? It's going to feel like a long time, and you're going to feel kind of weird about it. And that's okay. But the point is that you're just asking yourself, what is this food doing for me? Why am I consuming it? Is it the right thing? In that 30-second process, you're going to have to fight your hunger for a few seconds. So you're going to prove to yourself that you don't just have to devour everything. You're also going to understand what this food does for you. Right? Am I getting protein here? Am I getting carbohydrates? Is this food fueling my body? Is it good for me or is it bad for me? Take 30 seconds to do that before you eat with the food right in front of you. Sounds kind of weird, but I guarantee you it will heighten your mindfulness and your awareness of the food that you're eating, and it does make a big difference.